let's stop talking about Trump. We talk about him too much. We want to tell people what we're going to do for them. Yeah. Healthcare, environment, those kind of issues. For example, I've seen you on TV a lot in the last couple of years. I know everything you know, or that you tell us, about the Russian situation. I don't have a clue what you think about healthcare. I've never heard it. Yeah. I don't know whether you're for Medicare for all, or improve Obamacare, or get a chicken. I don't know what.
Well, we know that this whole smear on Joe Biden comes from the Kremlin. That's been clear for well over a year now, that they've been pushing this false narrative about the vice president and his son.
A few days ago, we saw Bill Maher call out Adam Schiff for his undeniable hypocrisy, a moment that shook the already faltering Democratic Party to its core. But hold on, we're just getting started. In part 2, we're diving even deeper into Schiff's blatant double standards and his ongoing Trump derangement syndrome. Haven't subscribed yet? Now's the time, unless you want to miss more political fireworks like this one. Today, we're breaking down the latest turn of events, the Office of Legal Opinion.
I was always of the opinion, number one, that the Office of Legal Counsel opinion that you can't indict a sitting president was wrong.
Oh, good.
That, in fact, you can indict a sitting president. I think there are prudential reasons not to try someone who's the President of the United States, but particularly when there's any risk of the statute of limitations running. If the president commits a crime, they should be indicted, and you should stay prosecution. So, but frankly, I had no expectation that that would be the course Mueller would take, even if the evidence supported it, because he is fundamentally conservative, and I don't mean left-right conservative, but he was going to follow the established policy. He was not going to make new ground. So I didn't think it was realistic to expect that he would indict the president. And those that did, I think, were unrealistic in their expectations.
Take a moment to really grasp just how obsessed Adam Schiff became with indicting Donald Trump during his first 4 years. We're not talking about basic criticism here. We're talking full-on obsession, like a poetic pursuit of a political vendetta. It wasn't about justice. It was about airtime. The moment Trump took a breath, Schiff was there, ready to sound the alarm. Now, I get it. Schiff's a Democrat. Naturally, he's going to support Biden and tear into Trump. But here's the real question. Is that what this country needs right now? Politicians who treat party loyalty like a religion, who are too blind to call out the rot within their own ranks. America is already on the edge, teetering. The last thing we need is more partisan puppets acting like they're on a noble quest for justice, all while they're actually stoking the flames. Accountability shouldn't end at the party line, but for Schiff, that line is everything. Power before people. And the rest of the country? Well, they can deal with the fallout. So, where am I going with this? Glad you asked. Watch the next clip and I'll break it all down when we come back.
That left and right agreed on. Left and right basically agreed. This is a guy of honor. This is an honest guy. This is an honest broker. Whatever he says goes. Americans are not into details. Don't read it to me, Bob. Just give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down. The fact that he was like, if you couldn't impeach before, how are you going to impeach after?
3. Did you catch Bill Maher calling Adam Schiff a Trump stalker? Because let's face it, that's exactly what he was. Schiff was completely fixated on impeaching Trump no matter the cost, no matter the lack of evidence. He pushed the Russia collusion narrative like it was gospel, but here's the twist. Even Robert Mueller, yes, the special counsel for the DOJ, came up empty. No solid evidence, no smoking gun, nothing that could justify the media-fueled frenzy. Schiff kept stoking night after night, and yet, there he was, grinning ear to ear on cable news, more obsessed than ever with taking Trump down. Facts? Optional. Due process? A nuisance. Schiff wasn't in pursuit of truth. He was chasing headlines and partisan fame. Now, Bill Maher is pulling back the curtain and exposing the hypocrisy. But hold on tight, because things are about to get even juicier.
Here's the awful dilemma that we face. If we don't impeach him, that sends a message that this kind of conduct, this obstruction of justice, this kind of willing use of the help of a foreign adversary, all the lies and cover-up, that this is non-impeachable. At the same time, if we do impeach him, and he is acquitted as he would likely be acquitted, then the message is those are not impeachable offenses. At the end of the day, Bill, there's only one way to deal with this problem, whether we impeach him or not, and that is to vote his ass out of office.
What Adam Schiff has always been after isn't justice, and it sure isn't truth. It's about getting Trump out of office by any means necessary. His ultimate goal? Swap Trump out and put his party's puppet in the White House. And if you look closely, it's painfully obvious. Schiff wasn't on some noble quest for accountability. He was laser focused on flipping power back to the Democrats. Full stop. Need proof? Here's the kicker. If Schiff truly had ironclad evidence, if his case against Trump was as airtight as he claimed on every network, then why was he already predicting an acquittal before the trial even started? That's not the confidence of someone with facts on their side. That's the move of a political insider who knows optics matter more than truth. Schiff wasn't playing by the Constitution. He was playing to the cameras. It was never about justice. It was about control, headlines, and racking up wins for Team Blue. And here's where Bill Maher truly drops the hammer next.
Let's stop talking about Trump. We talk about him too much. We want to tell people what we're going to do for them. Healthcare, environment, those kind of issues. For example, I've seen you on TV a lot in the last couple of years. I know everything you know, or that you tell us, about the Russian situation. I don't have a clue what you think about healthcare. I've never heard it. I don't know whether you're for Medicare for all, or improve Obamacare, or get a chicken. I don't know what.
Bill Maher is a master tactician when it comes to exposing political hypocrisy. And once again, he nailed it with one brutally simple question. Watch as he dismantles Adam Schiff's entire narrative with surgical precision. For the past 7 years, Schiff has built his entire identity around one thing: going after Trump. That's been his mission. Trump bad, Orange Man scary. But Maher cuts through all the noise and asks the question no Democrat wants to answer. Okay, let's say Trump is a monster and we vote against him. Why should we vote for you? Crickets. That's the crux of the issue. What does Adam Schiff actually stand for beyond hating Trump? What's his vision, his platform, his leadership? Nothing. Strip away the Trump obsession and all you have left is a hollow partisan shell. Loud on outrage, empty on solutions. But here's the real kicker. After years of preaching about the moral urgency of truth, justice, and accountability, the Democrats suddenly found themselves tangled up in the Hunter Biden laptop scandal, their biggest political nightmare in years. And what did Schiff do? Did he call for transparency? Demand answers? Nope. He circled the wagons, went on the attack, defended Hunter Biden without a second thought. He didn't just deflect, he targeted anyone who dared question the official narrative, including the whistleblowing laptop repairman. So much for the moral high ground.
John Paul, we know that your life has been turned absolutely upside down because you were accused of spreading Russian disinformation. Tell us about the last few years and what led you to file this lawsuit.
Good morning, Carly. Thanks for having me on the show. Well, the last couple of years have been pretty tough. It was pretty quick out of the gate that I was labeled a hacker. And then after Adam Schiff and 51 intelligence experts decided to pen a letter and tell the rest of the American people I was a Russian asset, things have kind of gone downhill from there.
I've got to give credit to John Paul McIsaac. The man had a sense of humor, even while being dragged through the mud. He gave Adam Schiff the nickname Adam Schiff. And honestly, it's spot on. Schiff didn't just bend the truth, he shifted it, twisted it, reshaped it to fit whatever narrative his party needed at the time. In any functioning democracy, someone like John Paul, who had the courage to step forward with Hunter Biden's infamous laptop, should have been celebrated, protected, maybe even rewarded for exposing the truth, but not in Schiff's America. Instead of investigating the facts, Schiff ran straight to the cameras and labeled John Paul a Russian asset. No evidence, no due process, just a full-throttle smear campaign, and like clockwork, the media fell in line, turning a legitimate whistleblower into a national pariah, all because he dared expose the wrong guy. This wasn't justice. It was political damage control dressed up as patriotism.
Well, we know that this whole smear on Joe Biden comes from the Kremlin. That's been clear for well over a year now, that they've been pushing this false narrative about the vice president and his son.